What if I tell you that this small Raspberry Pi can become your own IoT server? In this series, we are going to build a complete IoT system using ESP32, MQTT, Node-RED, InfluxDB, Grafana, ThingsBoard, and eventually AWS IoT Core. But before we do any of that, we need to properly set up our Raspberry Pi. So in this video, I am going to show you step by step how to install Raspberry Pi OS and prepare the Raspberry Pi for our upcoming IoT projects. So here, what we are going to do in this video, first we will install Raspberry Pi OS on the micro SD card. Then we will boot the Raspberry Pi, connect it to the network, update the system, and finally access the Raspberry Pi remotely. By the end of this video, our Raspberry Pi will be ready for the next part of the IoT series. What do we need? For this setup, we don't need a lot of things. We need a Raspberry Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B 4GB version, a micro SD card, 32GB is recommended, a power supply and a computer. And of course, we need a network connection. I'm using the Raspberry Pi for the entire IoT series, so from this point onwards, this will be our first IoT server. The easiest way to install Raspberry Pi OS is using the official Raspberry Pi images. So go to the Chrome browser and search the Raspberry Pi and go to the Raspberry Pi official website and then go to the software option and download the Raspberry Pi imager for the Windows machine. And then I have already downloaded it. Go to the files option and download option and then install the imager. So I have already installed it. The installation is very simple. Just double tap on it and install it. After the installation, just launch the, click on the Yes button, then choose the OS. So first of all, you can see, select your Raspberry Pi devices. So whatever Raspberry Pi device you have, Raspberry Pi 5, Raspberry Pi 4, Raspberry Pi 3, Raspberry Pi 2, Raspberry Pi 1, you can select it. So I have a Raspberry Pi 4 and choosing this, click on the next button and then choose the OS. So I recommend you choose the latest OS. So click on this button and click on the next. And then for the demo purpose, I am using a 8GB memory card because I have already installed the OS on the 32GB card that I am using in the following tutorials. So this is just for the demo tutorial. So click on it and click on the next button. And I am giving a host name my tech learner Pi and click on the next and also choose the capital city, time zone and the keyboard. So I am choosing it and again click on the next. So I am giving a username Abhishek. You can give whatever you want to give, password and then again choose the password and then click on the next button. And here it is asked about the SSID and password. So choose your network SSID, Wi-Fi SSID and then give it a password and then click the next button. And then it is asking about the authentication mechanism. So I am using a use password and then you can leave this and click on the next button and then write the image on your SD card. So it is asking about erase all data before uploading the images. So I understand erase and write and now it will be write the OS on your SD card. So it will take approx 5 to 10 minutes. So just wait for that time. Now the SD card boot process has been successfully completed. You can see right complete and now click on the finish button. Now remove your SD card and then insert the SD card on your Raspberry Pi and then we need two software. The first one is the PuTTY software. So go to the Chrome browser and download the PuTTY software for Windows and you can download it very easily. And another software that we needed is Real VNC and then download the Real VNC software. And now, I am opening the PuTTY software and click on the host name and type the host name that you are choosing. So my host name is my tech learner -pi and click on the OK button. Login as. So I am choosing a username Abhishek and click and then give it a password that we have selected on the boot profile. Now you are on the command prompt of the Raspberry Pi, and now you can type sudo apt update, and now the updation process has been running, and when it is done, now 171 packages can be upgraded. And now go to the file option, new connection, and type the host name. So host name is mytech learner the spy, and give it a name that you want to give it, and then click on the OK button, and now give it a username. For username I'm choosing Abhishek, and now give it a password, and then if you want a remember password, so you can click on it and go click on the OK button, and now you are on the Raspberry Pi interface, as you can see. And now you can see programming Thony is already available, Internet Firefox and Chromium is available, and sound and videos VLC media player is available, and many functions are already available. For we are mostly work with a terminal, and when we need to write some of the program, we will be write on the Thony IDE. And now that's it for this video. We will see another topic from the next video. So thanks for watching.